clothes, cosmetics, even pharmaceuticals are among the counterfeit goods sold to 2.6 million Australians every year.
Now, the items are sold as genuine, but they're far from it, housed on popular second-hand sites like Facebook Marketplace and eBay. Now, the exposure is high. Detection is really difficult too. To show us how to spot these dodgy products, we're joined now by digital wellness expert Yasmin London. Morning to you, Yas.
Morning.
Okay, how big of a problem is this?
Well, look, it's a pretty big business. You know, we're looking at hundreds of billions of dollars every year spent on counterfeit goods. Some people say it's 2.3% of global trade.
Wow.
So really, really big business. It's not just, you know, your handbags that we used to get from marketplaces anymore. This is online stores, websites, all selling these products. You know, as you mentioned, counterfeit goods include, you know, weight loss supplements, skincare products, toys, electronics. You know, the world's their oyster.
Okay, what kind of fake products are we seeing? What's the weirdest thing we're seeing?
Look, there's lots. I mean, we can get anything here, really. But in the end, I think what we've got to think about is it's not just, you know, watches or handbags where we're going to have a financial loss these days. When we look at things like weight loss supplements or skincare, these are products that can affect our health. And, you know, where people are purchasing from overseas where we can't validate or check that these have gone through the right checks and balances.
Okay, so let's put a bit of a warning out there for everyone and things to look out for. Let's have a look at one of the fake websites, because often they can look really real.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
what do we look out for to know they're fake?
We've got to look for things like, you know, the URL is the first thing that we want to look at. If there's a spelling mistake, like on this one, you can see the double O there. Anything that creates a sense of urgency too. So we've got a countdown timer here that's really trying to put that pressure on. All stock must go, warehouse sale, so miracle claims, things like that. This is a really good one here as well. Any kind of pixelated or blurry products. There's a really good tip with these. If they are blurry or they don't look quite real, you can do a Google reverse image search and see if that's been flagged as a fake product, perhaps on another website as well.
So they've probably stolen that from an actual website.
It can. I mean, not all the time, but it can be. So we've got to be really proactive.
How do you do a Google reverse image search?
Super easy, Mon. All you've got to do is go to the Google homepage. On the bottom, it'll say image search.
Yep.
And then you just
take a photo of it
in there.
Yeah, right.
I'll teach you later.
Yeah, thanks. You brought in Valentina, your 12-year-old daughter. She could teach me, I'm sure.
You know what? She probably could. We have to rely on the youth of today.
Yeah.
What about Facebook Marketplace? Because, you know, some of us spend all weekend running around the suburbs buying things on Marketplace. How do we make
You're asking for a friend?
How do we make sure that what we're buying is legit?
Well, look, a lot of the time it'll come from the engagement with the seller as well. So if we look at this, you know, we're interested in the Chanel dress. These are expensive luxury items a lot of the time. So if we read in this message, I've already got 4 people messaging me. So that pressure, that urgency is there. First person to send a deposit. If we have a look at, you know, somebody says something normal, like, can I have a look at this week? I'm spending a lot of money. And we get a bit of a pushback, you know, if you want me to hold it again, deposit by bank transfer. And one of the key flags with Marketplace is we don't want to go kind of off platform onto random sites or payments sort of.
So if it pushes you somewhere else.
Exactly. That's a bit of a red flag here. Proof of authenticity, certainly with luxury goods, that should be something that they have and is on that picture of advertising it. And this is an example, look, sending my pay ID details. So that's a little bit of a shift off the traditional payment processes of those platforms. So we've got to be really careful about all of those things.
Cash is king?
Look, if you're on Facebook Marketplace, probably at this point in time.
Now, we've got another example that we've seen on social media. It looks like a standard beauty ad, but you've pointed out one major issue with this.
Look, if we look at this video really closely, you'll see that she looks a little bit fake, and that's because she's an AI influencer.
Really?
So, you know, even if we look at the drip there or the skin tone, you know, it's a little bit too perfect. This, you know, if the spray that comes up here looks a little bit odd.
Yeah, it looks fake,
The background there, you know,
it looks like she's superimposed on it,
superimposed. So AI influencers, they're the next sort of big area when it comes to scams. You know, they're not real people. You can basically put a script into an avatar and get them to say anything that you want. So we do need to be careful of that as well on websites too, when there's reviews. If you look at the little avatar in the circle, you know, it usually looks like a bit of a fake image. And if there's a 5 out of 5 rating on all of those products, it's, you know, a bit of an alert, a red flag.
The videos they're becoming very good.
Yeah. I mean, I look at that and go, Oh, that looks like shoulder looks really nice, very shiny. I think I need to get that.
Oh yes, I need to buy
very
that one,
glowy.
don't I? Yeah.
Thank you, Yaz, as always.
All right. Also this morning.